I have a crypto eureka moment for you, baby dolls. You're going to learn something about why you're even holding crypto coins. Why do they seemingly continue to go up even though you don't respect the coin or the people in there? But first, we are going to crank a groovy guitar beat. Mogg'em. All right. You enjoying this big fat lollipop? I know you are. So if you have any verbal conversations with people in your altcoin community, you are already discovering and proving to yourself that your altcoin bags can pump tremendously. Crazy. How? Why? Step away from the sell button. I'll tell you. Because if you're talking with somebody, I know it's funny, just talking. If you're talking, you're participating in the network, which blows everybody's minds. Because talking, having a relationship with somebody with consent has nothing to do with yield and Aave borrowing and lending and swapping and trading stuff. It has nothing to do with it. But you're participating in the network. You're part of the network. And this is a Peppy handing another Peppy an illicit substance here. Very illicit. So what's actually going on here, friends? We already do this in real life. You are demonstrating to someone, all right, when you have a conversation with them, you just hold the same coins, okay? You're demonstrating that you're relating to them and there is no financial transaction, which means you're there for something besides the money. Even though you might be talking about the money all the time, which is crazy, okay? It really is crazy. And I just have to use this naughty analogy. It's like you're at the strip club and you meet a friend. Two gentlemen go to a strip club. And of course they're there to see maybe ladies dance. Maybe they got to pay for university or college. Maybe they got to pay for one of their kids. But imagine these two guys actually, hey, they're good mates. Maybe they have a steak together. I don't want to know what a steak at a strip club tastes like, okay? But yes, these types of relationships form and it has nothing to do with the thing they're actually going there for. And we know this from crypto. We actually know it from what happens in the real world. So who said this? I said this because it actually happens, okay? No one else is thinking about it because most people in crypto aren't thinking. I barely think I've got a peanut brain, all right? You're deriving value from a relationship without any financialization. It is already groundbreaking there itself, okay? We should literally be writing university courses here where it's shattering everyone's mind. Like, how is it an industry where the meme is number go up, where we're here for green candles, that follows Metcalfe's law and the price is going up? How on earth does this actually happen? This is how every economy works, my friends. This already happens in every major city. So here is a picture of a major city. He's Peppy. Here are these ladies walking around with their fancy hairdos. Okay, so in a major city, people will meet up for lunch. They'll enjoy their orange juice. They'll enjoy their potatoes. And they both hold US dollars in their wallet. Isn't that amazing? And because they both have currency in their wallet, they don't think anything about it, do they? They think, oh, well, everybody's got money in their wallet, but they don't think about it. It's subconscious. They're in a city and they're talking. You know, and they're discussing, hey, what color jelly beans do you like? Now, this is the crazy part. So obviously, someone might say, well, they both need the currency in their wallet. Remember, that could be a crypto. So they both need the currency in their wallet to function in that city. Yes, they do. It's for their own reasons. But now you're exploring, friends, Metcalfe's law and Reed's law. People joining a network, just doing stuff that's non-financial, just being a part of there, that's boosting everything. Then, as more people get more friends, that's actually what happens in the real world, you're now bonding Reed's law. So you remember, friends, Metcalfe's law is you increase the number of people, your price pumps. So if you increase the user base of a crypto by 10 times, you'll get 100x more value. It happened with Bitcoin, it happened with Ethereum, it happened with Doge. I can tell you all the numbers. Happened with Cardano. Cardano went from 10,000 daily users in 2020. It got to 100,000 daily users in 2021. That's a 10x of the user base. Their price did literally 100x. Went from 1 billion to 100 billion market cap. Okay, it happened even for Hex. You can use Metcalfe's law on Doge. The most famous example I always go through is the one with Shiba Inu. And Shiba Inu was just a doggy dog coin, of course, back in the past, friends. Shiba Inu, friends, right here in January 2021, some call it January, it had 1,000 holders. And then at the top, it had 1.3 million. I remember those numbers, okay? It did 1,000x of the user base, which is 1 millionx of the price growth, which is fantastic to see. What do you use the SHIB token for? Nothing. There was no Shibarium back then. By the way, there's Shibarium now. There's like 30,000 volume per day, so it's useless. But back then, people joined the narrative. So even though in this window of time, it's a short window, it didn't matter. The market priced up a lot. It was people joining. They said, I want to be early to Doge. By the way, that's why people bought SHIB. SHIB was just, hey, Doge is big. Let's go big. That's why, friends, what SHIB was able to do was nothing short of a miracle. Okay, and I deserve to play you some angel music for that. How did Doge hit 90 billion market cap and the derivative copy thing hit 45? You understand the ramifications of that? Like, the derivative thing went half as big of it. Half. Just showing you what's possible, okay? So everybody in the network of 2021, of SHIB and just all these other coins, yeah, they're cheering for a narrative. And that's why you have to sit here with a very straight posture. You yourself, you have to evaluate whether the people yelling about something in this context are going to be around in a year or two. And it's honestly, it's not as easy as it looks because if you look at Bitcoin early days, friends, Bitcoin got up here to 30 bucks, okay? Richard Hart and DaVinci J15 buy up here. It drops 94%, and then it keeps going up, okay? So Bitcoin did such a marvelous unicorn run, it spoiled everybody because it shows everybody what's possible. So that's why everybody can always massage, in a family-friendly way, once again, massage their expectations. Where they go, well, hey, Bitcoin didn't stop at $1. It went to $1,000. Or yeah, Bitcoin didn't stop at 10x, it did 1,000x, right? You can always move that type of expectation in your mind. It's just a battle of you against yourself. That's why all I can do is try to be your friend as much as possible and like be honest with each other. You know, hopefully in the next 6, 9, 12 months, hopefully we get big price pumps to accompany us, you know, with Donald Trump and the resurrection, all the other prophecies coming out. I really hope we're in a much more wealthy place for me to like take a rational perspective with a lot of you, because there's going to be a lot of new people and they're going to have this sense of retirement, okay? So you're going to have to look around and go, these people yelling about zombie dog Joe Biden coin, even though, you know, Joe Biden's kind of like a last year thing by that point, are they really going to be celebrating it for a long time? See, these pump fund JPEG ones, they're very easy to determine whether people are going to be around or not, but we have to look at the wider scope of crypto. So that's how most people make the mistake in 2021. They don't know that something is expensive because the highs keep getting broken over and over and over again. And a lot of unicorns appear that makes you dream big. However, what a non-believer looks like, it's no one really can tell because they confuse you. Because a non-believer, they act fast and they have a lot of money. So that's why everybody gets shocked. Okay, so you think about that. So think about how confusing that is, by the way. You've been sitting around, and you've got a couple of $100 in a coin. It does like, you know, hopefully it does like a 30x. Now you've got like a 15 grand in it. Yeah, you're going to be seeing people at the top of that coin, they're throwing in 30K on clip. So they hear about a coin, 3 hours later, they're in. By the way, those are the real stats. Okay, so I remember I covered this in 2022, 2023. The average time it takes for somebody when they learn about crypto to act, okay, it's average is max 4 hours. So isn't that funny? Within 4 hours, they bought. Boomers in crypto who take a long time, it's up to 48 to 72 hours to buy. which is, wow. It just takes them 2 to 3 days. That's big, you know. That's most people, yeah. That's boomer. And like ultra boomer was like a week. Like very, very like tail end, not many people. So 4 hours, man. How are they going to learn about every crypto? They're not. So now you get to see, it makes sense that people are just learning off their friends, okay? But they don't know that, this is the funny part, okay? But they learn it at the wrong time. So the same mechanism that made them buy into a coin because they're talking to someone else, hey, I want to be a part of something, we could all make money. That same mechanism, it should help them see that there's fundamental value in the bear market floor, but when things are dropping 90%, they don't believe, right? So don't forget about this city, friends. With this city, it's such a great example because people live in a city. No one goes around saying, oh, wow, look at this beautiful cash in my hand. I respect it a lot. No one talks like that. They just talk about things that they just, you know, seem to pass time. So we are seeing that in crypto right now. That's why the memes, cults, religions archetype, the pyramid, is very important. Okay, you become a meme very easy at the start. You got to be a powerful meme. Then you become scarce meme. That's a cult. You move up, then you become a religion. You have a way of life up here. Okay, so as I already explained to you, right, the crypto valuations following the Metcalfe's law framework, you just know that, okay, the more people, the more valuable it is. But what do people do when they're together? They talk. They just have relationships, friends. They speculate. What's the next cycle going to be like? What's the next year going to be like? Are we going to survive? You know that journey? I know we all do the journey, all the memes, all the dancing, and my big fat lollipop. All of these, that it strengthens everything. It does. Because it's all digital. Humans, we haven't figured it out yet. Okay? Because remember, in the real world, they can put you on a chain. You have laws in your country, right? You need a plane exit. So there's a lot of things that govern you out here in the real world. But in digital world, no. It's a few button clicks. Because it's attention. That's why we live in an attention economy. Okay. What even is attention when you think about it? Is your eyeballs looking at something? What happens when we have AI agents? Then you get the AI agent attention. Okay. Well, think about this. Will AI do things because they're bored? Will we program AI to do things because they're bored? Just think about this. Think about this. Like, will we have agents on the internet, completely ass intelligence, AI, where we want to like help out businesses around in our economies, where AIs have to replicate humans? Because if it's purely a robot and there's no leisure, well, maybe there's not enough money to be made by people who are doing creative stuff or entertaining things. Interesting. How do you entertain a robot? Okay. But this type of stuff should inspire you for the future. We haven't figured out these answers yet. Right now it's in crypto. We're dealing with the humans. Maybe that's how crypto looks like in 10 to 20 years. Most of crypto participants aren't actually human. They're robots. And maybe they don't have any leisurely activities. Maybe they're just there purely for financial. You see how these things can change a lot? So what we've found in crypto is, even if nobody is telling you to buy a coin directly, then people will naturally feel like they want to buy it just to own a share of the network. Memes, cults, religions. Okay. That is marvelous. Marvelous. The fact that I can tell you that. Okay. Me and you, we're going to mog the non-believers together. We have been mogging the non-believers. Man, this is it, man. Like, it's you don't have to tell people to drink alcohol at a party. The alcohol's there and they rock up to the house and they have a drink. You see? Well, what we've noticed, I mean me, observing here all day, coins, they don't tell people to buy, but when people join a channel, they feel like they want to buy. When they see energy and commotion and passion and people just yelling stuff and making memes, they feel like they want to buy. But it's not just, I want to buy a thing to make money off the shelf. No. It's, I want to own a share of this network. Whatever this thing is here, I want to own a share of it. It's digital real estate. We naturally feel like we want to do that. It's mind-blowing. Why? Like, who did the DNA programming for that? But it kind of makes sense, right? Because we work for money using our labor units. You go to work 8 hours a day. You've worked your blood, sweat, and tears. Now you have something that you've stored value. So when you come across something, you want a piece of it. You want a piece of it, okay? You walk by a table. There's some Coca-Cola. I want a bit of a sip. Okay, that's what humans tend to do. Okay, and the beautiful part is with this, you can speculate. Okay, but that's also beautiful, also dangerous, because with a can of Coke, you can only have like 1 or 2 or 3, then you're full. Okay, when it comes to crypto, you're dealing with fluctuating prices, which are entry tickets to a club, and you can buy 1,000 tickets, you can buy 1 ticket. Okay, that's why it becomes It becomes more serious in that regard. So all these principles I'm talking to you about, they're not written in textbooks. And they're not on the 4-panel mid-curve YouTube shows. Why? Because they're all behind the curve. Of course they're behind the curve, right? And that's why I'm going to give you a pump. Of course I'm going to give you a pump. This is your chance to front run them, by the way, before they figure it out. Because like when I say this, like it's not anything like super magical, because I'm living in the future already. I know they're eventually going to figure it out. we're just ahead of them. But that's markets. Okay, no one in markets has one answer, and then nobody else ever catches up. Okay, the mind of the market, it's constantly learning, and then if you dig your head in a very family friendly way, and you'll be able to see and smell. You'll be able to just get a feel for the mind and what it's learning. And maybe, if we're lucky enough, get ahead of it. Okay, that's pretty much, you only need one, by the way. You just got to do this once. You don't have to do this every single time, right? But it pays off tremendously. Okay, tremendously. That's the whole crypto cycle, right? The best experience of crypto, what is it? It is, friends, Ivan on Tech said this, literally, I'll never forget. He said this like a year and a half ago. He goes, guys, let's be honest. The best use case of crypto is gambling with your friends. He just said it like nonchalantly. He's like, duh. That's what he was like saying, duh. And I'm like saying, man, that kind of hurts to hear, but it's true. It's true. But then when I explain the mechanics of it, it's not, just gambling. It's, hey, this is a video game. This is a video game. Let the other businesses out there worry about how to monetize us, this group of energy, okay? We just got to get the people in, okay? Let the DEX screeners and the coin geckos and the Moraleses, let them figure out how they can sell a product or a service to all these groups of memes and all these other, let them figure that part up. They got to worry about that. You and I just got to worry about making more friends, okay? So having coins with your friends, you're part of different networks, man, and seeing it grow. Friends, what's going to happen when you can bet on the follower count growth of like an influencer? What's going to happen when they let you buy a share of it? That'll be interesting. Like you could buy a future share of that account. It will be interesting, wouldn't it? What happens if Instagram let you do that? And then you buy, and maybe Instagram do ads for your, maybe you could imagine YouTube, friends, YouTube goggle. Imagine you could buy a share of the revenue of any of the YouTube channels. Imagine you could buy this channel, all right? And it gets directly, automatically paid like that. Now, when I first thought of this a year and a half ago, I've now realized, like, oh, that's actually the boring thing. No one really wants to do that. But I'm just showing you the possibilities of what can happen here. And then, like, you could bet with your friends. Hey, everyone's long my channel. Let's see what we can do to grow together. Do you see? But there's a direct financial stream here. But I want you to know that recruiting more people to buy into a coin, it's also a financial stream. It's just a free market. It's actually better because you're not dealing with like some little centralized product that can be picked away. You see? So ultimately, it's just us three. Us three together. Stay long, stay strong, believe in something, like, subscribe. Catch you in the next one.